Hello and thank you for joining me, Joe Unwin, also known as FlowJo, on another PowerFX video. Today we're going to be looking at the year function and what exactly it does. So what does it do? Well, the year function actually allows you to extract a year from a date time. Now you can do this across any PowerFX platform because PowerFX is a language that can be used in many places. It's used in Power Apps, it's used in Copilot Studio, and you can also use it on your own application because it's an open source language. Okay, so this is the first time we're going to do this, but we're actually going to use Copilot Studio, which was announced at Ignite, to show you how a PowerFX function works. Now, obviously, I am showing you in Copilot Studio, but it will work exactly the same way in Power Apps. Just your formula bar at the top, you'll just put this there in Power Apps, the same way as I'm doing this in Copilot Studio. So what I'm typing is replicable across the whole platform where PowerFX is, but I'm going to be using Copilot Studio to demo this to you. So what I've done is I've created a topic called PowerFX Year, as you can see at the top here. And I've got a trigger because you need a trigger to actually start off a topic. If you're not familiar with Copilot Studio or what was Power Virtual Agents, this essentially allows you to trigger like you would a Power Automate flow, where you have something that starts that particular thing. So this is starting a topic. So it says phrases like get year, current year, what's the year now. I could say something like get me the current year now. It understands based on the phrases you provide to trigger this particular thing. Okay, so now we've got that out of the way, let's actually focus on what we're here for. What we're actually here for is the year function. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an example of using the now formula, the now function. If you don't actually understand what this does, what it essentially does is it gets the date and time for now, right here and now. The date time is what it gets as soon as it's triggered. You'll get that little snippet of, okay, this is the date, this is the time, and that's it. I'm using this as an example because it's an easy example for me to use at runtime rather than pulling data from, say, Dataverse, but essentially the same thing applies. If you're pulling data from a Dataverse row and you've got a column that's a date time column, you could pass that into this year function. So this year function, as you can see here, I've just typed year with a capital Y, open the parentheses, and then I've passed in this now function and close the parentheses. But you could replace this now function with the column from Dataverse, for example. And again, you can do this on Power Apps, you can do this in Copilot Studio, and it's all the same language across the entire place that PowerFX is used. So what this is going to do then is when this runs, it's going to call now, it's going to get the date and time now. So we have a date and time. Then I'm passing it into the year function. So what that's doing is saying, okay, we've got this date and time. So in this instance, it's the 20th of November, 2023. And I'm going to get the year. So it's going to pull away all of the time, pull away all the rest of the date. Just get the year 2023 and bring it back. Now, what I'm doing to do this is I'm just storing this in a variable just to show you how this is going to work. So it's going to get the now date and time. It's going to extract the year and it's going to save the year in a variable. And then I'm just using a message just to send it back so that we can see it pop up on the screen when we're testing it. Okay, so let's give this a go then. I hit my test. As you can see, I've done a test here already. So let's just refresh this and then we'll trigger our topic and we'll actually go through and we'll see each step of the way what happens. So I've got my greeting. It just says this is a PowerFX formula demo, which I'll be using for more demos in the future. So check out those videos when they come out. But what I'm going to do then is say, get me the current year. So that's going to trigger this topic. As you can see there, the green here has said it's gone through. It's gone down into the variable section. It's now triggered the now. So we've got the date time for now, and then it's used the year function to extract the year, set it into the variable, and then we've just messaged the year back, and instantly we've got 2023. So that is how easy it is to extract a year using Power Effects on Copilot Studio, as well as Power Apps, and many more places where Power Effects is used. Thank you for joining me, Joe Unwin, for this video. If you liked it, hit that like and subscribe button and leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'll see you next time.